I'm showing you how to make banana oatmeal pancakes. These pancakes have no added sugars, are 100% gluten-free, and they're made in the blender, so they're super easy, super delicious. Stick around to the end of the video, and I'm also going to show you how I like to store these pancakes both in the refrigerator and in the freezer, so I have them as a head start ingredient once a busy week gets rolling. Really, I think of these pancakes as a delicious, nutritious bowl of oatmeal in pancake form. To make these pancakes, I'm going to get everything into my blender. I'm using a high-speed blender, but you could definitely get the job done in any type of blender that you have. I've got 2 nice ripe bananas. You want the bananas to be about 5 ounces each, and the browner the better, because the browner the banana is, the sweeter it's going to be. Remember, we're not adding any sugar to these pancakes, so all of this sweetness is going to come from the natural sugars in the bananas. Then I'm adding in 1 cup of egg whites. I love buying my egg whites pre-separated at the grocery store. It's an easy way to amp up the protein in dishes like pancakes or oatmeal, or even if you wanted to make a simple egg white scramble. If you don't want to do the egg whites, you could also replace that with 2 whole eggs, or if you want to keep the recipe completely vegan, you could sub in 2 chia eggs. Remember to make those chia eggs. You would just combine 1 tablespoon of ground up chia seeds with 3 tablespoons of water. Let that sit for about 5 minutes until it thickens, and then add it right into the blender. Then I have my oatmeal. I have 1 cup of good old-fashioned rolled oats. If you have a gluten sensitivity, you want to make sure that your oats are labeled 100% gluten-free, because while oats are gluten-free by nature, a lot of them are processed in factories that make other food products that do include gluten. So if you have a sensitivity, be sure you've got that gluten-free label on the container. Then I'm adding in 1-2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Pop on the lid, let that blend, let it all come together until you have a nice thick batter. If your batter seemed a little bit thin, you could just go ahead and toss a few extra oats in. If it seemed a little bit thick, you could add a little bit of water or a splash of almond milk. Personally, I love chopped walnuts. Chopped pecans are also absolutely delicious, but you could also do raisins. You could do chocolate chips. You could do blueberries. Really anything that you want to stir into your pancakes.
Begin by warming up a 12-inch non-stick pan over a medium-low flame. Subsequently, apply a light layer of coconut oil to create a non-stick surface. Proceed to pour the batter into the pan, aiming to create medium to small pancakes, as these are simpler to manage. Once you see little bubbles appearing on the surface, it's a cue to flip the pancakes over. Continually adjust the heat to achieve the ideal gold coloration. If you want to enjoy these pancakes sometime later, make sure to let them cool down to room temperature first. Once cooled, shift them into an airtight container and place it in the where they can be stored for up to a week. For an even longer shelf life, you can choose to freeze them. When you're all set to savor them, just reheat in a microwave or a toaster. So don't hesitate, whip up a batch of these fluffy pancakes and kickstart your day with a scrumptious bite.